I'm starting my new workout split next week. So I'm going to show you how I structure that. Start off, I'll have each day of the week. It's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Um, then I will figure out how many days I want to lift a week. For me, that's going to be 5 days. So I'm going to lift 5 days a week. Lift 5 days. Um, After this, I start thinking about what my weak points are. Those are the days I want to focus on the most, and usually I hit my weak point twice a week. So my weak point is my quads. Right. So weak points are quads. Lift 5 days a week. That means I'm going to have 2 off days a week if I'm lifting 5. So I'm going to put my off days in first. I like to keep them spread apart. Um, that way I'm not training, say, 5 days in a row, because by the time I get to the 4th and 5th day, I'm pretty wiped out without having a break between it. So for me, I personally like off on Wednesdays because it's the middle of the work week for me. And then 3 days after that would be Sunday, and that works out perfect for me because I can relax, do my meal prep, get stuff done that I need to before the next work week starts. So those will be my off days. Next, I will start with my weak point. So my weak point's my quads. So the easiest way to start this is just have your weak point on your first day of the week. So quads on Monday, and then I'm gonna have a second quad day. And my second quad day is also going to include hamstrings. So I want those spread apart. I don't want them 2 days in a row. So to have it spread apart, I'll go 2 days without quads. Third day we'll have quads. So Thursday's gonna be my quad day. This works out perfect because I have an off day on Wednesday, which means I'll be fully recovered. And I'm gonna hit hamstrings first and then quads secondary. So this is gonna be a lot of focus on hamstrings and then finishing up with quads because Monday is strictly quads. Next, the way I structure is I kind of think about my heaviest lifts first and then work my way to my least heavy lifts. So my next heaviest lift is my back day. I like to do this on, say, Tuesday. The reason why I'm going to pick Tuesday is because I only have to work out 2 days in a row before a day off. So I'd rather have 2 of my heaviest lifts during this part of my split versus having 2 of my heaviest lifts when I have to work out 3 days in a row. So this is going to be my back day. Right. And now the only things I have left are my arms and chest and delts. Right. So I'll group chest and delts together. And I'm going to do that on Saturday. So chest and delts. The reason for this is because I don't work on Saturday. So these are 2 medium body parts is what I call them. Medium in terms of like how heavy you have to go. So I could either do chest in the morning and delts at night if I want, or I could do the workout together and it still won't be super long. It's not going to be like a 3-hour workout. So that's why I like to group those together, and I like to do it on Saturday. That just leaves me with arms, and arms will be on the Friday. So this is also nice because it's the last day of the work week. So if you're really tired from work, you know, work long hours or something, it's nice to just have your lightest day on Friday. Now, these are the last two parts that I incorporate, and this is my calves and my abs. I do these last because they only really take 15 to 20 minutes each. Really, you could probably hit them 4 times a week and not overwork them if you really wanted to. But I'll do each one twice a week. And so I'll hit them once in the beginning of the week and once later in the week. The easiest thing for me is I like to have active rest days. So it's real easy. I can hit calves and abs in say like 30 to 40 minutes. So I'll literally just throw them in on my like off day, active off day, I guess you could say. So calves and abs, and calves and abs. If I really want this day fully off, I have no problem like shifting this up to back day and just throwing in some calves and abs with back. Or, on my Sunday, I could shift it up to arm day and hit it with my arms because it's a shorter workout, a lighter workout. So these, they're not that taxing. They don't take a ton of time. So they're kind of like, they have some wiggle room with it. But that is how I structure my workout plan. There's tons of other ways to do it. I've done probably like almost every split you could do. 3 days lifting, 1 day off, 4 days lifting, 1 day off, 5 days in a row. Like anything you probably think of, I've done. I like to change things up every few months just to keep it interesting. So I will post videos when I change up this split and do it in a different way. This is just one way to do it. But again, I hope this is useful to you. And thanks for watching.